Alright there, it's your old mate Yorkie here, taking you back to Galarium for another episode of Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, where we are leaving camp now, having helped, kinda, sorta, Sealer and Cerulean. Sure you'd call it help in the end, but we did our best. So we're out of camp, we're moving on. We'll look at Nightingale Grove. Oh, you're, well, firstly, you got Demon Plague. That's not good. What are you doing with Demon Plague, girl? That's no good. You don't now. Someone on the road, uh-oh.
Hesitation is a waste of time.
Come on, I said saddle up. There we are. Don't think we're in the right order somehow. No, Ember, you shouldn't be there. Definitely not. That's Ulbrich who needs to be there. Who are these three? Fran, Asti, and Velm. Through the mist, you spot the flickering flames of a campfire. Three figures wrapped in crusader cloaks are huddled next to it. A stout, smiling dwarf, a brash, dark-haired halfling, and a delicate-looking woman who appears to be very young. Well, we do have some young crusaders. The crackling campfire is driving away the bleak fog and promising warmth and rest for tired legs. Noticing you, the halfling's hand jerks towards his weapon, but then he relaxes. Hey, it's the Knight Commander herself. Don't just stand there, have a seat by the fire. It's a bit damp today. You might as well dry off at least. In an amicable gesture, he passes you a large mug that smells of freshly brewed tea. Who are you? Failed world check. Frontline scouting party. Our senior sent us ahead to look for ambushes. We've been walking all day, so we're making a bivouac. Go ahead, help yourself to some tea. It's an honour for us to be sharing a campfire with the commander. The dusty boots, patched cloaks, and the mess kits lying next to the campfire all mark these as seasoned scouts. What are your names? Proudly lifting his chin, which bears a white scar, the halfling says, I'm Sergeant Velm, leader of this gang of daredevils. You can tell by Velm's appearance that he's a fighter. He sports a nose that's been broken more than once, well-fitted gear, a gutsy spark in the eyes, all the hallmarks of a feisty, courageous warrior. Dwarf grunts and grins. Why would you call it our heroic squad a gang, Velm? I'm Tran, foot soldier, cook, quartermaster, and the mother hen of this lot. They phrase things like that. That's an odd level of suspicion. And the one who sets up the tent for Asti. Given that she doesn't even have the muscle to drive a stake into the ground. With a smirk, Dan glanced at the woman, who immediately turns red in the face. The sweet and terribly young cleric opens her mouth, says something, but shuts it immediately and blushes even more. Finally, she mutters sheepishly, I'm Asti. Pleased to, I'm at your service, Commander. Look around to make sure the place is safe. Succeeded. The location for the camp is chosen wisely. It is safe and quiet here. No tracks in sight, the air is calm. But an odd feeling of wrongness lances through you, like a sting from an angry wasp. Something isn't right. Sniffing loudly, Windwag stares at the three crusaders suspiciously. Awfully laid back to me. And they've made themselves a little too comfortable out here. There's a reek about this whole setup. Windwag tends to be suspicious and critical of uplanders. But that said, I'm detecting a wrongness too. Aren't you scared? Camped out here in enemy territory? Dwarf gives you a disapproving sidelong glance. You wound me, Commander. I've walked many roads. I know a good spot for a camp when I see one. Even if a whole column of cultists march by, they wouldn't think of checking this place. In the meantime, watch quietly and count every last one. Thoroughly embarrassed, Asti drops the serious tone and comments in Tran's direction. You and your boasting. The two comrades greet her remark with a burst of laughter. They look like a group who interact well. I mean, but something's not right. I think we should be going. Where'd you go in this weather? Walk headlong into an ambush with this kind of fog. Stay with us a while, rest up. Nice and cozy here. I didn't say I was going to go sit. Failed a will check. Oh. Your legs buckle. Unable to bear the weight of your body, and the mug that has somehow appeared in your hands hits you with a fragrant cloud of tea steam, the best you've smelled in your whole life. Where did you get such extraordinary tea? Failed. I can tell the commander knows more about cooking than some. Fran leans over to you and says weightily, Cat's Holly. I bought it from a merchant in Epsilon, worth every coin though, eh? Druids are not always particularly imaginative when it comes to naming. Frogs, grass, bears, moths, tigers, dew. Looks like there's a cat's holly as well, which sounds made up. I'm not buying this. This is a trick. Something's not right. Attack. Smirking brazenly, the halfling licks his lips with a surprisingly long pustule-covered red tongue. Ah, would you look at that? She didn't buy it. Even this enough of this masquerade then. No more games. The figures by the fire ripple and transform. Oh god. Grey-haired and dark-skinned elves watch you with mocking sneers. Their twisted, grimacing faces look demonic. From the haze, more previously unseen shadows materialise. They are all just as loathsome and unsettling. The campfire emits a sickly sweet, intoxicating smell, and the squat kettle, you see some slimy mushrooms swimming in a disgusting slurry. What was the point of this charade? Lady Anamora desires your head, and will gladly deliver it. The elf, whose voice as Tran was so convincing, lets out a repulsive snicker. Who are you? I should know your name before you die. The one who was pretending to be a halfling Velm makes a face mimicking you in an obnoxious voice. Who are you? I'm a servant of Lord Descari, and you are the pitiful insect that got caught in our web. The elf, who was masquerading as a cleric Asti, gives you a lecherous smile, enthusiastically dragging her tongue along the blade of her dagger. Did you like sweet little Asti? Did you want to play with her in your tent? Come at your mercy, we'll see who the real prey is. I love it when the prey fights back.
Save the last one for me.
They missed, thankfully. That wasn't a miss. I've got more coming in, going by that ripple. Anyhow. Brown Knife Master.
Yes.
Ember. I don't think on these things it will work. We'll go fire. That's at least one dead.
I'll rip you apart!
Looks like they succeeded in that.
I'll cut you wide open!
And we have archers up there.
To run! A terrible mistake.
Well, they're certainly laying in with the damage. The horse is down. And I'm down. Meanwhile, put them down. Another one.
The spirits demand your blood.
You'd have to hit them for that to work. They're down. In here, one more of these. Not massive damage, but it was some.
They'll beg me to stop.
You are today's sacrifice!
That sucked. Try a snowball. They're down.
I'll rip you apart!
Not if you miss, you won't, but nice try. Oh, break. Can you finish Tran? Yes, you can. Now, you know, you're out of seriously damaging spells, but at least do what you can, please.
Go for their hearts! irrelevant.
A terrible mistake.
I'm at 9 now.
No match for me.
Old rigging griffin form is immune to things on the
You
ground.
should have listened to reason. Surrender or else!
I'll rip you apart!
Well, they were fools. Looks like they brought far too few people to take on our little group. Though it was an interesting sneaky
I
attack,
won't let you hurt my friends.
as is this.
Feel that?
This pain is excruciating.
Always watch your back.
I think. Well, I do think, but I think before we do the next section, we will rest. But in the meantime, can our troops do anything? Yes, they can. Might as well bring these forward, but they're not going to be able to achieve anything, I don't think. Not right now, at least. They're too weak. Flies! Dead flies. The site of an old battle between the Crusader and demons is still strewn with thousands of corpses. The stench of death hangs thick in the air, while the survivors lurch around the battlefield looting whatever they can. The dead, after all, won't need their trinkets and keepsakes anytime soon. True. Let's take them. Well, we'll leave them there, actually. Or shall we take on the demon army over there? We'll move in that direction at least. A demon plot. Well, they've managed to hurt some of our clerics, but I don't think it will do them any good in the long run. There we have it. The Crusader unit advancing north encountered a cultist band and eliminated it. The Servants of the Abyss have been transporting prisoners of war to Dresden, the remains of the garrison from Villareth Ford, which had been captured by the demons. Exhausted and wounded, the warriors adamantly refused to depart for the relative safety of Knabres, and instead had to join the commander's forces. A squad of Crusaders was caught in the sudden storm from the west. It lasted only a few minutes, but the unnatural lightning, made up of electricity, flames, acid, and ice, left several soldiers dead. The ease with which the forces of nature brutally claimed the lives of their comrades has demoralised the Crusaders. The outpost at Villareth Ford, which straddles the West Selen crossing, and is of strategic importance, has been taken. The cultists are destroyed. The commander's army is able to operate on both sides of the river. Can have match maneuver 2. Oh, duh. There we are. Which means those few scouts can join us. And the camp has moved forward. Let's rest before we go in there. We just see. Bear's endurance would be good for Wendwag. At least for now. Stinking Cloud, given how many are immune to poison, is useless. We'll get that. I have a suspicion she'll appreciate it. I don't know if that works on Old Brigand Beast form actually, so no, not that one. She probably doesn't need a shield. Don't think she needs summon monster. Full strength will certainly work on Peur. Else. Maybe some acid arrows. Pike pit. Definitely some haste. And some fireballs. Right, definitely a time to rest then. I want to swap to me doing that, but I don't need to right now.
Strength gives the right to life. If you're weak, sooner or later, you will become prey.
A unit of mercenaries serving Horgus Gwyrm has reached the troops with a chest full of gold and a message from Sir Horgus. Score more victories. Well done, Horgus. Little healing needed, it seems. And into the Nightingale Grove we go.
Stay on your toes.
Mount up. Start to edge forward.
Shh.
Get your hands off that, it's mine. Well, watch, wait, someone here, run. Nobody's running. Draw your weapons and fight, you cowards, or I'll cut you down myself. Oh. Like we've come across more cultists, one of whom is invisibility. Too far. Brick, get forward, ready. An alchemist. Let's first of all get haste on.
They'll beg me to stop.
Cover me!
Remember?
Yes.
The alchemist is still up, unfortunately. Right. Don't seem to need us to be protected from fire then. Anyhow. No reflexes were good enough. A shame.
No match for me.
Stab their backs.
Ember.
Yes.
Continue fighting.
Well, that
everyone.
sucked.
Amranda Grazio.
Anyhow, you want to hit this fool here? Now he's visible. Maybe you can too.
You apart.
I'll loot your corpse.
I'll cut you wide open.
They'll beg me to stop.
Your death awaits.
It would seem, my friend, you're all alone.
Soot is restless. I
Open
wonder
your
why.
heart to me.
We'll make things right. Am I doing it wrong?
Oh, it's gone. Another cloak. Well, they didn't last long, did they? Have a letter. I hope this letter finds you in good health, Sir William. I see now with great sadness that you have quite forgotten and abandoned us. It's been 3 years since you visited your native land, your father and your family crypt. Last summer, some passers-by broke the lock on it and spent the night inside. As steward, I installed a new lock and cleaned up all the wreckage. Your servant, who went missing, whom you inquired after in your previous letter, has indeed been seen, but at present his precise whereabouts are unknown. He came to us, looking at us with contempt, let something through his teeth, gathered taxes for you, ate a whole goose for free at the tavern, jumped on his horse and galloped off. If he went missing somewhere on the road, we wouldn't know anything about it. It's been a complete disaster here, even without missing strangers to account for. 7 days ago, all cows gave black milk, and the milkman who tasted it, out of drunken stupidity, died in pain, twisted bowels. There's something wrong with the spring. The water stinks of rotten eggs, and the cattle won't drink it. Besides, some scoundrel threw some dead dogs into the closest well, and the one on the crossroads. So we've filled it with soil. I expect the demons are giving us trouble any way they can. Our cattle are dying of thirst. Children are going missing in your protected forest. The woodcutters saw some scarecrows, which they swore were alive. They spoke of angry faces and bared teeth. They were afraid to get too close and watch them from afar. Frightening things are going on in the woods. I fear that witches and demons have settled in your protected forest to do their wicked mischief. Hey now, Amber's a witch. They are probably the ones who picked the bones of your servant who's been missing. And you ask us, as if you suspect us of being involved, as if we could kill and rob an honest man. It's upsetting, Sir William. We never touched your servant, and if we did, he was a wretched man, smug and nasty. And we have no food and water, and our children are going missing. Instead of serving your Lady Galfrey, you should be home defending us and bringing us food. You must have some gold, lord that you are. There is no one to protect us besides you. The city lads only come to find new recruits to take our gold. They don't have the authority to do anything more. And the send-off we give our lads and lasses they take. The whole village comes to say farewell, just like it's a funeral. None of them have returned home to the village yet. We are dying. So I'll tell you the honest truth, Sir William. We cannot live like this anymore. But we cannot die in such terrible conditions either. So we agreed with our neighbours to burn down your forest on the next new moon. Your protected forest where the dark beasts live. We'll surround it, set it on fire from all sides, and hire a wizard to steer the wind. We won't be put off just because the forest is protected, or because no one may shoot game there, or enter therein, or cut down its trees. Of course, you'll be very angry at us for burning down your forest. But because we've already been cutting its wood and shooting game there, well, there is nothing else to eat and no other wood. We won't let the forest beasts steal our children. If you wish, come and execute me. Execute all of us. But we won't put up with this anymore. That's that. Respectfully, steward of Vixola village, the Lord Sir William. Someone's abandoned their family. Seek glory in war. Well,
Precisely.
their group, their clan, their family, perhaps should have been better prepared. Now, I noticed our corruption level was high, so we will make our way to camp. Someone on the road, yes, it's the camp, it moved. Commander? Caught a suspicious lad on the road. He's an ally and he's desperate to talk to you. Who knows who he really is? The young man before you is trembling from his wounds and exhaustion. His boots are in tatters, and if he had any weapons or armour, he shed them along the way. His clothes are torn and his hair is wet, like he recently swam across a river. Blood oozes from the wounds on his chest and shoulders, and his skin is cracked and inflamed from the acrid water of the world wound. Commander, the man breathes heavily, and the words emerge as a whisper from his dry throat. My squad, ambushed beyond the river, help. Who is this clown? Well, no, if he was ambushed by cultists, we must do something. Remain silent and wait. Barely catching his breath, he begins again. Yikarankel, Hard Knight of the Order of Godclaw, under the command of Paralicta Regil Derenge. Our squad is under attack by demons, far surpassing our number. Without your assistance, we're lost. Hell Knights. They've supported the Crusaders more than once in our battle against the demons, despite their, Rebecca cringes, questionable reputation. We cannot abandon our allies in trouble. If they really are allies, then of course it's just... Anivia looks Jaeger over closely from head to toe. Kind of think this isn't a Hell Knight at all. A real Hell Knight would be skinned alive for losing his infamous black armour. See here, he's a stranger without rank or insignia, who wants us to march to God knows where. Kind of smells like a trap to me. Jaeger, who is attacking you, and why can't you handle them on your own? Large creatures that attack from the air. Some are fighters, others are guest clerics with dangerous divine magic. They look like stone come to life. I am almost certain they're gargoyles. They fell upon us from the sky while we were setting up camp and at our most vulnerable. And they caught our forces at partial strength. Paralicta had dispatched some of our troops as scouting teams. Flying beasts didn't have fighters. They just fell on us from the sky, grabbed our weapons and took them somewhere or threw them to their deaths. We were unprepared. Where is your squad now? Far from here, beyond the river. Like, it's not far for a single fighter who abandoned his armour and weapons. We can't get across the river so easily. We'll have to take a detour. Even if we can save anyone, it will delay our offensive on Dresden. We'll give the enemy a chance to prepare. Take the risk. Try to help them. They're fighting demons. We should kill all demons and help those who are doing so. Thank you, Commander. Our forces are here. The Knight points out the location on your map. The situation is critical. Please send your reinforcements as soon as possible. I'll go ahead and meet you there. First of all, we must rest. The warded creature gains resistance to blows, cuts, stabs, and slashes. Subject gains DR10 adamantine. Ignores the first 10 points of damage each time it takes damage from a weapon, though an adamantine weapon overcomes the reduction. Once a spell has prevented a total of 10 points of damage per caster level, maximum 150 points, that'll be 60 points, it is discharged. Maybe just some bone shaker.
Sela, a ball gown would suit you very nicely. Or any dress.
Are you kidding? All that lace on me? It'd be like putting a saddle on a sow. It'd be enough to make the cats laugh.
Let's go sell what we don't need. Hey, little one. They say you can do magic? An old silver-haired fighter sizes Amber up skeptically, apparently baffled to find such a young girl in the middle of war. He's cradling his wounded arm, which has been hastily bandaged. Can you heal me?
Yes.
Of course. Ember whispers a spell and touches the bloody bandages. Thank you, that's so much better. The soldier rips off the blood-caked rags and strokes the healthy skin underneath them. How old are you? You're only a child. I have a granddaughter at home just like you. Little girl, how did you end up here? What are you doing here in the thick of it with us? Ember gives him a light-hearted smile. I'm just like you. I came to take the thick so the thick wouldn't come to other kids, like your granddaughter. Ah, Bee. So little and yet more courage than some officers. The old man runs his hand over his hair and she smiles at him again. The crow on her shoulder rubs its head on his hand like a cat. Talking to you takes a load off my mind. I reckon it's not just my arm you healed. The soldier leaves, shaking his head pensively. Ember waves happily, then turns around and notices you. Hi! Do they often come to you for help like this? Ember shrugs. Demons keep hurting them, I keep healing them. Good. We're fighting the demons. You are doing a valuable service there. You may be a naive fool, but you're doing a valuable service. But you know, it's surprising. So many soldiers come to me. They say I bring them comfort, that I give them strength, but I don't do anything like that at all. I only talk to them nicely. I'm just a feather-brained little girl. Well, you are. We all find solace somewhere. What if I say something wrong? Maybe I should keep quiet. But I can't tell that. But I can tell that my words make them feel better. I guess I'm confused. Don't second-guess yourself. You're helping all of us, in your way. Soldiers are companions, even me. You think so? I think I'm just wandering around saying silly things. You often are, but you're still helpful. She taps a scarred finger on her cheek and then breaks into a smile. All right, must be true if you say so. Show me what you have. We're not using hammers. Use those, certainly. Before we go further, we keep forgetting we have that. Ember. Should be fine. Now, I have a cloak +1. Blood clarity. Whenever the wearer of this cloak or resistance lands a killing blow, you Immediately gain immunity to mind affecting. Yes, we'll take that. Or break. We're wearing a cloak +1. Familiar. Definitely want that. Which means you can have that. And Ember, why don't you take one? Oh, you've got a +2. Right. Looks like it's time for us to leave again. If I can wend my way through the camp, that is. There we are.
Always watch your back.
Going to be a while before we can take them on. In the meantime, we have other tasks ahead of us. Move over and join the Shy Guys. They aren't needed. Well, my friends, we'll end there for today. In the meantime, hit the like, comment, and subscribe if you want the channel to grow. And join us next time when we'll look into this conundrum unsolved. Take on some demon armies. Maybe even find our way over to help at the reliable red out. Bye now.